right. Let's go ahead and get things kicked off for Late Night Crypto Talk. Please type your name in the chat box. As a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share a suggestion, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. I see Peter O. from Dirty Jersey. What's going on, Peter? You got Lloyd from Richmond, Virginia. Robert Dale from Edinburgh, Texas. My cousin Marnita and her mother, Janelle Appling from Colorado. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get used to, I'm switching my crypto talks from the mornings to the evenings, although every now and then I might still do one in the morning because of habit. But going to the evening times now. So let's take a look at the chart. The market cap is now at $350 billion, so it is rising. It went up 1.6% over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is now at 10,400, still rising. Ethereum's 384. Ripple's 24 cents. Chainlink is $12. So we're seeing a little bump. The best performers. What's going on? Paul Jenkins from Georgia. Jeremy from Savannah. DFI.money is at 27% up. So the DeFi coins are still doing their thing. Polkadot's up 13%. Binance Coin is up 13%. Kusama, Ave, Aragon. YFI is up 9.6%. Are you kidding me? YFI is worth $41,000 a coin. That's up 85% over the last 7 days. $41,000 a coin. We're going to be talking about the DeFi coins in a second. I am very reluctant to play the DeFi coin games, only because I'm just not sure about that. I'm conservative, but people are making a killing off of this. Let's see. Worst performers: Ampleforth is down 9.9%. Ontology 5.7, Elrond 3.6, Tron is down 1.8. Okay, so not that too many losers, except for Ampleforth and Ocean Protocol. So let's take a look at some news, and I've got a lot of news in the DeFi space. We're gonna cover that. All right, first up, we're going to talk about sushi. Remember, we saw this the other day, and I want to bring it up on the chart. That this was mind-boggling. What this coin did. This is a brand new coin. It is barely 15 days old. So its all-time low was, how are they doing this? 14 days ago, 15 days ago. So all-time low on August 29th. Oh, okay, I see. So let me go back further. Show me the max. So Friday, August 28th, the coin came out at about, so all-time low was, the next day on the 29th. 69 cents, all-time high, $168. This was a classic 24-hour pump and dump. 24 hours. So if you were in the know, you're one of the people that knew that this was coming, like an inside job. Let's do dream mode on this. If you were in the know and you put $10,000 down at 69, or I'll just round it up to 70 cents. That gives you 14,285 coins. Then it goes to, in 24 hours, $168 per coin. That's 2.4 million in 24 hours off of 10,000. And then you cash out. And when you cash out that type of amount, that's going to force everybody else to follow suit because you're a whale, and it tanks. And that's what it did here. 70 cents. Well, I was at 11. It was much higher than $11. over 100. Well, that's September 1st. Yeah. And then it dropped back down again. Pump and dump. Classic pump and dump. So it made the news. And let's see what the news says. Sushi Swap creator returns $14 million after community cries exit scam. Now, that is rare. I don't remember people, they steal money and then they turn around and return it before getting arrested or anything. So 1 week after the Sushi Swap creator was accused of an exit scam, he has returned all of the coins he cashed out. The anonymous creator also apologizes to the community, including to Binance, which came under fire for listing the sushi coin. That's another thing, Binance. How much money did Binance make on this? How do they list the coin literally 24 hours after the coin launches, unless they're behind the IEO? And I don't know if this coin was an IEO or what they did. But that sounds like an inside job to me, and Binance was in on it. The anonymous creator apologized to the community, including Binance. So let's see. He says, I'm sorry. The creator of Sushi Swap, the anonymous Chef Nomi, has returned $14 million worth of Ethereum to the project's developer fund. Chef Nomi tweeted on Friday, I have returned all the $14 million worth of Ethereum back to the treasury, and I will let the community decide how much I deserve as the original creator of Sushi Swap. In any currency, Ethereum, sushi, etc., with any lockup schedule you wish. To everyone, I effed up, and I am sorry, Chef Nomi further wrote. I would like to apologize to everyone I have caused troubles to. I was emotional. I was greedy. I was afraid. Those of you who watch P-Valley, they say there's no crying in the pink. There's no emotions in crypto. You can't have emotions. You're going to lose everything. Remember my 4 rules. This keeps you on track. Rule number 1, education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Number 3, always get a return on investment back as fast as possible. And number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? You know, don't get distracted. Don't get greedy. And when you go through my education courses, I've got a training about that, about greed and being careful, and don't get greedy. So he says, I was emotional. I was greedy. I was afraid. I made bad, controversial decisions under pressure. Now, we don't know who this dude is. He could be a kid. Remember, the founder of Ethereum was 19 years old, a little Russian kid. He was 19 years old. So can you imagine you have an idea, you create something, and this happened in the dot-com era too, in the 90s, and 24 hours later, your creation is worth a freaking fortune, and you're about to walk away with $14 million in 24 hours. And let's say you've got a spouse or a significant other or a friend or another business partner, and they're in your ear like, hey, man, hey, let's cash this out, man. We got it made under the shade. Let's run with the money. So he was under pressure. He's like, this thing could drop, and we lose everything. Let's get our millions now. So he says he made bad, controversial decisions under pressure, and it hurt everyone. I failed your expectation, and I am sorry. The Etherscan transaction posted by Chef Nomi shows that 38,000 Ethereum have been transferred. Do you think he sent all of it? But the postage, so 38,000 have been transferred. Following this news, the price of sushi token soared 25%. So it did it. It's up right now, 1.6%. So the Etherscan transaction posted by Chef Nomi shows that 38,000 have been transferred. The token's price stands at $2.67 at the time of writing. Sushi Swap, just over 2 weeks old, is a decentralized finance liquidity provision platform forked from Uniswap. This is why you guys got to be very careful with this stuff. As fast as you can get rich, you can lose everything. The former head chef of SushiSwap liquidated his sushi holdings on September 5th, causing a drop of more than 75% in the price of sushi. Many people in the crypto space call his action an exit scam. Then on September 6th, Chef Nomi transferred control of the SushiSwap project to FTX Exchange CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. In a series of tweets on Friday, Chef Nomi explained that he will continue to participate in the discussion and technical implementation of SushiSwap in the background. However, he will neither have any control nor be part of the governance and will not take the spotlight. That might be smart. Let's say he's the technical genius who created this. I've learned over experience that people with vision and they create a project aren't always necessarily the best CEOs to run the company. A lot of times they end up running it right into the ground. Great idea, great concept, but the brains are wired a certain way. And it's at times like that you've got to think like how Henry Ford was. And you got to let somebody else run it so you can keep your focus on your dream and all that kind of stuff. Henry Ford was not an educated man. He was a billionaire, or in those days, he was considered a billionaire, one of the richest men in the world. But he wasn't educated. And when he was going through his problems with lawsuits and whatnot, there's a famous case when they had him in court, and all the lawyers on the other side was trying to make him look stupid. And they were asking him a bunch of questions that he didn't have the answers to. And they were basically saying, you're inept, you're corrupt, you don't know anything, should you wield all this power? And he said, no. He says, I don't need to wield the power. I don't need to answer your questions. I'll just go hire somebody who can answer your questions. That's how I run my business. So this is a kid who should never have had the keys to the car, even though he built the car. And you'll see that all the time in business. In a series of tweets, okay, let's see. He says he will continue to participate in the background. However, he will neither have any control nor be part of the governance and will not take the spotlight. He wrote, I hope that SushiSwap continues to evolve. Don't let my mistake deter it from being a 100% community-run AMM. The success of SushiSwap will set a precedent for many more community-run projects. It has a lot of potential. Don't let my action alone F it up. Chef Nomi also apologized to crypto exchange Binance CEO CZ and Sorawat Suryakarn, the co-founder of and CEO of Band Protocol. Suryakarn has been accused of being Chef Nomi, which both parties have denied. I am sorry that I may have caused you trouble, Chef Nomi wrote. Binance and its CEO have been heavily criticized for listing the sushi coin within days of its launch, even though its founder is anonymous. I agree with that. They shouldn't have done that. Adam Cochran, partner at Cinemane Ventures, has proposed using some of the returned $14 million worth of Ethereum to rebuy sushi tokens. Yes, so you can pump the price up. Cochran also proposed, wait, this is funny though. He said using some of, not all of it. I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pole. Cochran also proposed to formally hire SushiSwap's general manager and founder, known as Ox Mackey, to lead the project, noting that currently SushiSwap has no formal full-time team. The proposal outlines that Ox Mackey will be given a one-time founder's grant of $500K sushi up front and $500K locked over a one-year period as a founder's grant. Ox Mackey will also receive a payment of $500K sushi vested over 2 years for continued work on sushi. So they're basically giving him $1 million. Whoa. About $1.5 million he's getting. Actually, around $3 million he's getting in this package deal. At the current price of $2.67 per sushi, The upfront payment is more than $1.3 million, which many people on Twitter say is too much. I wouldn't touch it. Play at your own risk. Now look at this. Staggering $510 million in Bitcoin. What's going on, Rosendo? Eric May, Mark Burrell, Murphy David, Caldwell D. So $510 million in Bitcoin is injected into Ethereum DeFi in just 1 month. Ethereum DeFi. The DeFi sector has now seen investors pour more than $500 million into Bitcoin-pegged assets in a single month. The DeFi Analytics and Rankings Hub DeFi Pulse shows that the amount of Bitcoin locked in wrapped BTC soared from 16,472 on August 10th to 49,421 on September 10th, representing an increase of over 200% in about a month. In addition, DeFi Pulse also shows that the amount of Bitcoin held in the DeFi protocol, REN-VM, has surged from 2,570 to 18,731 over the same stretch. In total, 49,110 Bitcoin worth over $510 million has been injected into DeFi in just 30 days, as Bitcoin trades around 10,385 at time of writing. The skyrocketing amount of Bitcoin being held in DeFi comes as investors continue to flood the sector with liquidity. On September 2nd, the total value locked in DeFi rose to an all-time high of $9.6 billion. As of writing, the market cap of the entire nascent sector stands at $16.35 billion, according to DeFi Market Cap. Meanwhile, REN-VM continues to make a name for itself among the DeFi crowd as REN-BTC gains ground against wrapped BTC on the way to becoming the second most preferred avenue to funnel Bitcoin into Ethereum. The substantial increase highlights that Bitcoin investors are bullish on the sector and are itching to get some skin in the DeFi game. I don't know if you can call that Bitcoin investors are bullish. I would say more retail Bitcoin investors that are getting involved in these new programs that's popping up every other day because they're trying to get rich quick. I don't think they have a full understanding of what DeFi is and how it works. It's just a new latest game like ICOs back in 2017, which I just got this feeling in my gut that this isn't going to turn out well, and it's going to drop the entire market down when the bottom falls out. That's just my own opinion, not based on any facts. I just got a stinking feeling about this. All right, next up here. Oh, look at this. Masari founder says greater fool theory will soon crush DeFi traders. So, looks like he might be saying the same thing I am. You know, if this was 2017 and 2018, I would be all over this in the markets. But I was early in the game at then. I didn't know too much. But I would have been all in the DeFi. Masari co-founder Ryan Selkis is putting decentralized finance traders on notice. In a tweet storm, Selkis predicts that the growing DeFi bubble will pop sooner than most people expect. We're nearing the apex of Ponzi economics, rug pulls, and yield hopping, and Ethereum fees are going to eat too heavily into non-whale profits. Wow, that's a whole lot he's saying in that sentence right there. One, he's calling this Ponzi economics. He's calling DeFi Ponzi economics, the rug's going to be pulled, and yield hopping. Isn't that what we see? I mean, every other day it's a new thing. The craze was Ethereum. Now people are running to Tron. What's going to be next? The Messari chief executive also highlights the similarities between DeFi bubble and the ICO boom of 2017. I said the same thing. ICOs boomed for a while because everyone laughably thought there would be a coordinating utility token for every industry. DeFi is just one big pool of capital sloshing around a small group of insiders and mercenaries who will soon run out of victims to fleece. Wow. I'm going to have to use this as a quote. I'm going to read that one more time. And this, who is this coming from? It's not coming from my broke cousin Pookie on the corner or Bubba Ray in the bar. DeFi is one big pool of capital. So you've got this $500 million going from one thing to the next, and all in one big circle. And you've got a small group of people that are creating these programs. And once they max it out, they're moving to the next by creating another one. And then they create another one. And then they create another one. And sooner or later, the people are going to figure it out and say, wait a second, I know what you're doing. And they're going to decide to pull out. And the whole thing is going to collapse. So he says, DeFi is just one big pool of capital sloshing around a small group of insiders. And this is a real interesting word he's using here, mercenaries, who will soon run out of victims, all of you, to fleece. Selkis compares the space to greater fool investing, the theory that you can make money on overvalued investments by selling them to new, gullible investors later on. Still, Selkis is a fan of the innovation that DeFi represents. So he doesn't have a problem with the industry, what DeFi is supposed to do. He's having a problem with, right here, what he says, a small group of insiders and mercenaries. So he says, a better way to invest in it is to put money into a few blue chip DeFi assets and forget about them for the next 3 to 5 years. So here's a question you got to ask yourself. When you see people that's running around saying you got to get in on this latest new thing, and it's in the DeFi space, Ethereum and Tron and all this, here's a question you got to ask. Do these people, are they projecting a long-term plan here, 3 to 5 years? Or are they looking at the next 3 to 5 months? You got to ask the right questions. And here's a way you can get an answer to that question without asking it. Look at who the creators of it are. And then look back, because social media records everything. So go back to whoever the creators are and see, what were they doing 3 months ago? What were they doing 5 months ago? What were they doing a year ago? Is it still the same thing? If the answer is no, then you know that they are looking at just the next 3 to 5 months and they're going to move on. When somebody looks in my past, for the past 3 years, I've been on this same exact path, crypto education, since January 2018. Now, it has taken different forms, like cryptogenics, KGX, economics, and then coming into Up to Give Extreme and me launching my own platform. But I've been on the same thing. It's the same group. Now, those groups have offered other opportunities within its ecosystem, like the Green Project, or like the Up to Give with the Giving Box and the Internet of Things. That's all part of the same umbrella. I have not moved. I have not changed in 3 years. But you see other people that have been in 6, 7, 8 different programs in 1 year. And you see the guys that move from Plus token to Cloud token to DeFi and all this other stuff. So again, he's saying, if you're looking at it for the next 3 to 5 years, you're good. He says, I love this experimentation, like ICOs, yield farming, incentivized liquidity provisioning is a novel innovation in capital formation. Smart people are making a killing, but I don't recommend DeFi to most people because I don't recommend high stakes Vegas poker to fish. Yeah, there's some good quotes out of this one I'm going to take. All right, last up. SEC charges rapper T.I. over cryptocurrency scam. Okay, first I got to go to, let me look this up. Rob Harris sent me some stuff. And let me see. Rob. Oh, really? He sent me the tweet that started it all with T.I. Yeah, and he said the tweet is still up. So look at this. Flick ICO is now open. This is on August 20th. Well, that was 2017. August 20th, 2000. That's before I really got into the crypto investing. So August 20th, 2017, he brought up Flick. Haha, it's about time some of our famous rappers started accepting Bitcoin like 50 Cent, blah, blah, blah. So that was 3 years ago. So let's look at what's happening here. Come on, advertisement, move out the way. All right, it would seem T.I. left a paper trail. The SEC on Friday announced charges against the 39-year-old rapper, real name Clifford Joseph Harris, for his alleged role in promoting a fraudulent ICO. Harris, the SEC claims, sold cryptocurrency tokens via his Twitter account and encouraged his followers to invest in the 2017 Flick ICO, all the while falsely claiming to be a part owner. Really? According to the SEC, the ICO was, surprise, essentially a scam run by film producer Ryan Felton. Felton promised to build Netflix on the blockchain. Not a bad idea. Can you do it? But never delivered, surprisingly. Instead, Felton allegedly used money from the Flick ICO investors to drive up the price of a second token, Spark, which Felton also controlled. The SEC notes that Felton is accused of using proceeds from the endeavor to buy a Ferrari, diamond jewelry, a home, and unspecified luxury goods. So he pulled the same thing that this sushi guy was about to do. Flick's promotional materials further promised that Flick tokens would be redeemable on the Flick platform for increasing amounts over the first year, with each Flick redeemable for $3.99 after the first 3 months, $9.99 after 12 months, $14.99 after 15 months. Now, so what they did here, this was a no-no right here. They are projecting, and they probably projected this like it's a guarantee. Hey, guys, if you get it now, it's going to be $3.99 in 3 months, $9.99 12 months, $14.99 after 15 months. But no Flick platform ever existed. I want to see was there ever any Flick? Nope. Never hit an exchange, didn't do nothing. So, okay, luxury goods, no Flick platform ever existed. Here's the tweet. Flick ICO is now open from T.I. Importantly, the SEC claims that T.I. was an extremely active participant in the fraud, roping in others to help him promote it. Oh, he's going to go down for this one. T.I. also asked a celebrity friend to promote the Flick ICO on social media and provided the language for posts. Reads the SEC announcement referring to Flick as T.I.'s new venture. According to the SEC, Flick ICO raised approximately 539 Ether, which was worth around $164,000 at the time. Okay, hold on. I want to go back in history on this one. 539 Ethereum. So let's go back. Let's pull up Ethereum. Let's see if this graph will let me go back to that time. So let's go back to the max. 2017, August, Ethereum was worth around $300. Okay, so 539 coins. Times 300. That's about $161,000 was what we're saying. Now, those same 539 coins, though, at its height, Ethereum was worth all-time high, was $1,448. So now 539 times $1,448. That's $780,000. That can't be right. Yeah. No, that's not right. Yeah, and there you go. 539 coins. Okay, let's continue here. When did he cash this stuff out? So yeah, $164,000 at the time, September 20th, 2017. Notably, without admitting that he did anything wrong, Harris has already agreed to pay a fine of $75,000. So that's his fine for TI, as well as to sit out similar digital asset security sales for the next 5 years. Wow, so they're banning, so he had to pay $75,000, and they're banning him from any security sales for the next 5 years. Okay. No jail time? In agreeing to pay the fine, Harris clearly hopes his cryptocurrency-related troubles are dead and gone. He would not be the first celebrity to make that calculation. In February of this year, Steven Seagal, is he still relevant? Isn't he still in Russia? Found himself on deadly ground, deciding to pay $314,000 in fines to the SEC after being accused of failing to disclose he was paid to promote an ICO. In 2018, Floyd Mayweather and music producer DJ Khaled were hit with similar fines. It's almost like celebrities doling out cryptocurrency investment advice might have something to gain from it financially. Or maybe that's just an urban legend. Of course, you think these celebrities even really know? There's a small handful that actually know what's going on and getting involved with it. What was that? Oh, man, this is going to bring back memories. In 2017, there was a coin that had to deal with marijuana sales, legalized marijuana, and it had this woman who her husband or boyfriend was a football player, and he was killed or he died or something, and they hyped this thing like there was no other. I wonder whatever happened to that. If you guys remember what that coin was, I even got in on the hype of it at the time. Again, 2017, I didn't know much better. All right, tomorrow there's an article I'm going to cover. I found that my cousin posted on her Making Moves IoT Facebook page, working in the cryptocurrency industry as a woman. Where are you ladies at? This is an op-ed. I'm going to cover this tomorrow night because it's more of an op-ed and go over it. Women in the industry. Women can dominate this industry. Dominate it if they wanted to. I even attended in Los Angeles, there was a convention for blockchain just for women's, or was it one day was women's only day at the event. And that was cool, listening to the women up there doing their thing. But where are the women at? So I'm going to cover that tomorrow night. Those of you that need, and everybody needs this, crypto education. I started my own platform. Sometimes when you want things done in your vision, you got to do it yourself. This is not network marketing. This is not binary. This is not recruiting. There is a referral program, so you're going to earn anywhere between $50 to $125 for every referral. So if you're looking to raise some money for your own portfolio, share the education. How many times, if people coming up to you asking you questions, instead of you answering it, point them to a crypto education course and get paid to do so. I have a new rule now. When people contact me, I only give them 2 questions. The third question, my answer is going to be a link to 3Course Crypto. Get your education on. There's going to be some new additions added. Remember, I just did a soft launch this week. There's going to be new additions added next week that I'll be looking forward to showing off. And I need to record a short presentation. I haven't done that yet. I think I'll do that either tonight or tomorrow. But if you have not done so, crypto education, 3 courses, Bitcoin 101, Crypto Advanced, how to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, a bundle package for $500. www.3coursecrypto.com. I can vouch for it because I created it. I know this is the real deal. Not only did I create it, I'll show you something else to you guys. University of Nigeria also has my content here. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. So people in not just Nigeria, but in Africa, and anybody can actually take these courses. But I've got University of Nigeria, their e-learning course for all of their students to go ahead and take the courses. So Naira, US dollar. So anyways, guys, I'm bona fide on this. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to cryptocurrency and education, and I created our own platform that you guys can have access to so that you can at least have basic knowledge on how to be safe and prosperous in this space. So that is it for Late Night Crypto Talk. I hope you guys learned something new. As always, that's the point. I did. I have some new quotes that I'm going to be using. So wish you guys well. I will be back tomorrow night, Late Night Crypto Talk. We'll be back, and I know we'll cover other topics, but one of the main ones is going to be this one. Working in the cryptocurrency industry as a woman. Take care, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon out. Bye-bye.